Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Drive-Thru. I'm your host, Tony T, as we broadcast live here on Pig Dogs and throughout social media. We'll get you out here well before the top of the hour, give you enough time to get those bets in for the primetime games. And that's what we do here on the Drive-Thru, Monday through Friday at 7 p.m. Eastern Time, as we deliver live free sports picks for the games beginning at 7 p.m. Eastern Time and later. And to deliver those picks are professional handicappers over at Pig Dogs and Sports Chat Place. Let's take a peek at who'll be on the show today. All right, we got James Clark joining us. We got Trey Jordan. Shane Mickle is with us. We hope we can reconnect. We have issues with this connection, but we'll hope to get him. Alex Martin is back with us. Chris Hubel, service co-host. Big Al McMorty with us. And from Las Vegas, Nevada, Tony Brown. Here's how they'll line up today. Smart Vic, Morty Brown, Mickle, Jordan, Ruffalo, Clark, and then I will close this one out. All right, Chris, would you have anything going in the afternoon games?
Yeah, I did. We had the Cincinnati Reds. Looked a little bit shaky in the middle innings, but pulled it out. Joey Votto continuing that torrid home run streak of his. I can't complain. Tony, how about you?
No, I didn't have anything in the morning. I go with primetime games, but I did take my eyes here on this. Looking at this Dodger game today, they're falling beyond 5-0. And we got a good game here with this Washington and Philly game here, 8-7. Bottom eighth here as Philadelphia is threatening to go ahead in this one. All right, let's get this.
And potentially the Dodgers trying to make a move for Danny Duffy, I'm seeing coming down the pipe. So trying to bolster that pitching staff, maybe a replacement for Trevor Bauer.
Yeah, possibly. All right, let's go ahead. Well, maybe price him for Price. Maybe Price is better than the pen. What we're saying today. He has a high whip, by the way. If you look at he gives up a lot of base runners, and he's paying for it here in this loss. And there's Dodgers down 5-0, top of 8. The Giants. All right, let's get started here with the drive-thru. Let's welcome Alex Smart to the show. Alex, how's it going?
How's everything, gentlemen?
It's going great. It's going great. All right, here we go. 7 Eastern time. We got the Tigers here hosting the Orioles. Tigers up to now $1.55, a total of 10.
Well, I'm just looking at some projections here, and you got to look at the total. And from my point of view, and looking at the both starting lineups and looking at the not so much just the starting pitching lineup, but we've noticed a divergence here with the Orioles and the Tigers and their pitching staffs. I mean, have been up and down most of the season. You're going to see two offenses that are very underrated going at each other here in game one of this series. And I really look for this to be an over situation. Now, these teams have gone under on the number 7 of the last 8 times, but this one's going to be a little bit different, I think. We're going to see some offense, and we're going to see a lot of it, according to my projections anyway.
All right, we got Alex here looking at this one going over the total, Orioles and Detroit Tigers. All right, Chris, so we just see a walk-off grand slammer for the Nationals as they win over for the Phillies as they beat the Nationals. Your thoughts here in this matchup here, Orioles and Tigers?
I got to say, I have my eyes on the prize with Casey Mize. I like the way he's been pitching lately. And, I do like this Detroit Tigers lineup, and they're playing very well at home. I do think we can get over the number, maybe with the Tigers on their own. I don't trust Alexander Wells as far as I can throw him with only 10 innings under his belt. So lean towards the over, but I think my stronger play here is the Tigers on the money line.
Okay, looking at Tigers, and of course the over here, looking at two bullpens that haven't really performed all that well. So this one here, we look at Orioles and Tigers over the total of 10 with a start time of 7 Eastern time, MLB Extra News Channel. All right, let's take a look over at Pig Dogs. All right, Alex, we got a handful of games, 5 games in prime time for Major League Baseball. What do you have going on over at the site?
Well, actually, I passed on tonight's action. I took San Francisco in this afternoon, but that's not over yet, and it's never over till it's over. So, but I'll be back again tomorrow with more Major League Baseball. And like I said the last time I was on, dreaming of football here in the next few weeks.
That's right. Dreaming of football in the next few weeks. Get on board here with Alex Smart over at Pig Dogs. Pim, one of those long-term passes, your best buys here. He's got a 3/7/30 All Sports Pass. We get every play that Alex releases over at Pig Dogs. Pim, for that time period you choose when you go to the profile page, you make that purchase. Add a second capper for 2-for-1 promotion, which is great value there over at Pig Dogs. And any second capper of your choice. You can add Chris, you got Big Al McMorty, James Clark. Pick a capper there with 2-for-1 promotion. All right, Alex, as always, great having your show. Have yourself a great night. We'll talk with you again next week.
Okay, gentlemen. Have yourself a great weekend. Bye.
All right, Alex Smart here on the Drive-Thru. Let's continue on with our coverage. We just saw this walk-off here with the Phillies. Chris, I know we've been harsh on this Nationals team, and it looks dire for them.
Yeah, especially when you look at they're all close to dealing Max Scherzer. It's almost like we're, getting close to that under with the Nationals, who are clearly in just a fire sale situation.
Looks that way. All right, let's continue on here on the Drive-Thru. Let's welcome in the show Big Al McMorty. You'll find him over at Pig Dogs Room, where he holds number 1 year to date. Al, what's going on?
How are my two favorite handicappers doing on this Thursday?
We're doing great. We're doing great. All right, here we go tonight, 7 Eastern time. Pirates to host the Brewers. Brewers $1.81, total of 8.
Yeah, the Brewers suffered a setback this week when two of their players, Christian Yelich and Jace Peterson, had to go get quarantined because of the COVID protocols. If there's a silver lining, it's that neither one of them are really having terrific seasons. Yelich is batting just .235 on the year. Meanwhile, the Pirates, they traded away Adam Frazier and his .324 batting average to the San Diego Padres. So when you look at what what the Pirates lost and what the Brewers lost, I think the Pirates loss is actually going to be more impactful for this ball game. The pitching matchup will feature Freddie Peralta. He's 7-3 with a 2.34 ERA. Chad Kuhl will go for the Buccos. He's 3-5. His ERA is more than 2 runs higher than Peralta's. His is 4.38. One of the things I like about playing on Milwaukee is when they play really bad teams, they've excelled against the bottom of the barrel clubs. They're 61-28 plus 24.1 games on the money line when their opponent has a win percentage of .380 or less, which Pittsburgh does. Also, Milwaukee has bombed the Pirates in the first 2 ball games of this series, winning by a combined score of 16-3. The Pirates are terrible when playing with double revenge. They're 11-30, their last 41 in that situation. The Pirates are also 41-85, minus 28.4 games on the money line off back-to-back defeats. There's nothing in this situation that bodes well for the Buccos. I'm going to take Milwaukee. The line was 182 earlier in the day. It's ticking up now to minus 188, 189. I think the value's on the Brewers. I'm taking Milwaukee and laying the price.
All right. Big Al says go ahead and take the Brewers minus 181. Looking at this dreadful Pirates team, they've lost 7 of 9. Of course, Milwaukee's in a division where they got to win the division to get in the playoffs because it's going to be tough to get in as a wild card in the NL.
Yeah, they have to keep winning, and you look at how Cincinnati's playing. Cincinnati's looking to start like they're going to at least make a run at Milwaukee here, and I like Freddie Peralta as much as the next guy. He's one of my favorite young pitchers in the game. My concern is that he has taken a loss against Pittsburgh earlier this year, but that was with Adam Frazier in the lineup. I think, you take away from the poor, it only gets worse. And from the lowest scoring team in the majors in Pittsburgh, it's not going to get better. I like Milwaukee here as well.
Going to be here on the Brewers, minus 181 against the Pirates. We have a start time here, 7 Eastern time over on MLB Extra News Channel. All right, let's take a look over at Pig Al, over at Pig Dogs Premium. Document number 1 this year in 2021, nearly 4,000 units of profit. We got 5 games Major League Baseball in the primetime hour. What do you have going on over the site?
Well, today I've had a 3-game package, but what I've done is taken one of those games from the 3-game package because the other 2 were daytime affairs, and I put that single play up as a standalone play. So if you missed the 3-game package, don't miss my MLB division smash. It's an underdog tonight in baseball, and it'll cash. But the best thing to do is take a look at the subscriptions I've posted. We have a very special offer, and it will expire this Saturday. But when you go to Pick Dogs, you can join at 33% off. So if you want to get, for example, my NFL package or my college and pro football package, or you can get my all sports package, you can save big money if you join today, tomorrow. Saturday's the last day of the 33% offer. I've won, as you know, 9 straight years in the NFL. We had a winning combined year again in football last season. I've won 22 out of 29 football seasons, NFL and college combined. So there's good long-term success, and you can save 33% when you join by Saturday.
That's right. Christmas in July right now. Great value over at Pig Dogs. Big Al will have his best play tonight for Major League Baseball. Get on board with that, or get on board with the Christmas in July promotion. That 1-year pass is fantastic value right now. Every play from Al for the entire year. You'll cover entire seasons of the NFL, college football, college basketball, NBA, NHL, regular season, and postseason. If it's in your budget, gone over and pick it up right now. This is great value up until Saturday. Christmas in July, that 1-year pass, a great offer right now from the #1 capper over at Pig Dogs. All right, Al, as always, great having your show. Have yourself a great evening, and we'll talk with you next week.
Thanks, guys.
All right, Big Al McMorty here on the Drive Thru. Let's continue on here with our coverage, joined by Chris. And, of course, guys, reminder, be sure to subscribe to our channel. Free picks every single day. It all gets started with that morning show. You've got Mitch, you got Brian Bittler, Ron Zawacki. And don't forget about those YouTube membership VIPs. Great value. Follow the link below and get signed up. And, of course, we're here Monday through Friday with the Drive Thru at 6 p.m. Eastern time, Monday through Friday. And, of course, guys, be sure to give us the support with your likes, those thumbs up. It really helps to build up our audience, Chris.
Absolutely, Tony, it does. I always say I can't tell everybody enough how much it truly helps us out. gives us those thumbs up. It helps move us up in the YouTube rankings, gets us out to people who maybe haven't seen the drive-through up to this point. But most importantly, it's for all the Pick Dogs family. You guys are the ones we do this for, and that those likes, those thumbs up, those are the measuring stick for what we do around here. So keep them coming in. Let us know how we're doing. Let us know what you like, what we're giving out, and we'll get bigger and better as the seasons go on.
Absolutely, guys. Likes, thumbs up. Keep them coming up. We greatly appreciate it. All right, let's continue on here on the drive-thru. We got to get Shane Mickle. I think Shane Mickle connected here. I'm trying to see. Yeah, we do. We got him connected. All right, we're going to go to Tony Brown first, and then we'll get to Shane. So let's continue on here on the drive-thru. We're going to welcome Tony Brown. We're going over to Las Vegas, Nevada, where you'll find Tony Brown, also the new home of the Las Vegas Raiders, making their second year there. Tony, what's happening?
What's going on, fellas? How you guys doing out there?
It's going great. All right, here we go. 10 Eastern time, late night action. Padres to host the Rockies. The Padres up to now 260, total of 8.
Yeah, this one is going to be pretty much cut and dry for me. The Padres are the better team in this one. They just picked up Frazier from over there in Pittsburgh. That's a 300 average bat in the lineup, as they needed another bat because they already have Machado and Tatis. Like, those guys are already killing it over there. They're putting up home runs at an extraordinary rate. And they're playing the worst road team in the MLB in Colorado. The Rockies are 11-38 on the road. They're losing at a 3-1 clip, almost a 4-1 rate. Like, that's the worst in the business at this point of the season. So I don't even think there's any need to lay that heavy juice at 260, man. The Padres are going to be bombing it. The Rockies are stinking up the joint. Take the run line, get it out -120, and max bet it.
All right, we got Tony Brown here on the run line. Padres laying the 1.5 runs, -134 against the Rockies. All right, Chris, you got Musgrove against Freeland. Musgrove's numbers and a little bit better at home. I like his whip, just 1.04.
Yeah, I think if it was anyone else other than Kyle Freeland, I may be able to try to make a case for the Rockies. It's a heavy plus money, but with Kyle Freeland here, I don't think it's going to be an easy night for the Rockies. You know, Joe Musgrove. The problem is he's still a pitcher with a sub 500 record and ERA under 3, which means run support's been an issue. But I still like him to get the job done here, laying the -1.5.
All right, here on the Padres, run line -1.5 runs, -134 against the Colorado Rockies. And this one will have a start time at 10 Eastern time. This game is game 2 of the doubleheader over on MLB Network. All right, Tony, let's take a look over at Pick Dogs Premium tonight. Well, 5 games in prime time for Major League Baseball. What do you have going on over at Pick Dogs?
Tonight we have our Thursday 3-pack, man. We've been rolling. Every time I have a 3-pack or a 5-pack, one of those big plays on the show, we've cashed them all, or 2 out of 3. So I don't think tonight will be any different. It's my 3 top plays in the MLB. 1 pass, 1 low price.
That's right, guys. Get on board here with Tony Brown over at Pig Dogs, a premium. Of course, we got that Tony Brown's plays for tonight. Or if you like, go long term, your best value, that 3, 7, and 30 all sports pass. You get every play that Tony Brown releases over at Pig Dogs Premium for that time period you select. When you go over to the site and you make that purchase, and of course all plays are documented, you can check out Tony Brown's plays as they're graded immediately. Coming off a pretty good day yesterday, and of course get on board with his MLB run line rundown right now. 1 pick up there, or if you'd like to get on board, he's got his MLB perfect pick. A lot offered right now from Tony Brown over at Pick Dogs Premium. All right, Tony, as always, great having you show. Have yourself. That's right. Keep that money. Keep it raining money out there in Vegas, man. You need it.
I do. We all need it, man. And today is a lucky day. I'm telling you, if you're going to get on any of the picks or any of my passes, today would be the day. I'm not superstitious, but today is my niece's birthday. She turned 5 today, and I just feel like we're going to make a lot of money.
Absolutely. Happy birthday to your niece. Have yourself a great night, Tony, and we'll talk soon.
All right, man. Thanks for having me, and I'll see you guys in a bit.
All right, Tony Brown here on the drive-thru. Let's continue on here with our show. Joined here by Tony Brown. Guys, remember those likes, those thumbs up. Keep them coming in, and if you miss any of the picks on the show, we'll do a complete recap at the end, and James Clark will help us out with that recap. Let's continue on here on the drive-thru. We think we've got his connection set now, so let's go ahead and welcome Shane Mickle to the show. You'll find him over at Pick Dogs Premium. Just completed the NBA season where he finished #1 year-to-date, documented over at Pick Dogs Premium for the NBA, and that's really hard, especially he came off a #2 ranking the year before. Shane, what's happening?
How's it going? I hope my connection's okay, at least for right now.
It's all right. We got a video, we got sound, so we're good here. All right, you're going to take a look here at Game 1 of the MLB Network doubleheader. Red Sox to host the Blue Jays. Red Sox $1.17, total 10.5.
Yeah, when most people think of the Blue Jays, people think runs. I don't really see it here, though. Ruo's been good most of the year, and I think this game comes down to Rodriguez. The beginning of the season, Rodriguez had his struggles, but I think that changes in this game. He's coming off a good start. Continues that strong start against the Blue Jays offense. I'm going to take my chances here with the under.
All right, he's going to go under the total in this one, Blue Jays and the Red Sox. All right, Chris, looking at Toronto, they've been held to 4 runs or fewer in their past 4 games.
Yeah, not the output you'd expect from a roster that people hype up with Bo Bichette, Vladimir Guerrero Jr., and the like. And, we're getting a double-digit total here with a staff ace in Ryu and a pitcher that's been pitching pretty well in Rodriguez, and he's also been doing a good job winning games even when he's been giving up the damage. So I like the under here as well. So
agreement here on Toronto and Boston under a total of 10.5 with a start time of 7 Eastern time, MLB Extra in each channel. All right, let's take a look over at Pig Dog Shrimp. Shane, tonight 5 games in Major League Baseball. You're coming off a great NBA season. What do you have going on over the site?
Most of my baseball action today was in the afternoon, but I still have 1 game left, $24.99. And then also, it's still the Christmas and July specials. I did add the 30-day all access, $100 off, down to $199.95. A few of you have hopped on the 7-day pass, so thank you for that. Still have that going at $99.95 too. So hop on something long term. Those Christmas and July expires soon, and once they're gone, they won't be back till next July.
Absolutely, guys. Good time to get on board with Shane Mickle over at Pig Dog Shrimp. He's got his top play for Thursday with his top play winner for tonight. But again, let's take a look at Christmas in July specials. He got that 3, 7, and 30 sports pass. Get on board with that. Great value there over at Pig Dog Shrimp. You'll get every play that Shane releases for that time period, which for a reduced price right now here with this Christmas in July promotion. Also, he does have a rest of the season MLB pass at a low price. You'll get every play from Shane's Major League Baseball all the way to the final game of the World Series. So get on board. All right, Shane, as always, great having your show. Have yourself a great night, and we'll talk with you soon.
Sounds good. Have a good night, guys.
All right, Shane Mickle here on The Drive. Let's continue on here with our coverage. And now we're going to give Chris a nice, well-deserved break. We're going to go ahead and go over to Skype and welcome Trey Jordan to the show. We're going to talk a little NFL here because got 5 games on the card, so we're going to mix in some football on the show today. So let's go ahead and welcome in Trey. Take your break, Chris. Enjoy it, and let's welcome Trey. Trey, what's happening?
Not a lot. How you doing, Tony?
It's going good, going good. All right. You're looking at a team near and dear and close here. I can see the banner behind you. The Tennessee Titans. Give it to us.
I know we talked some football last week with the MLB break, but we didn't touch much on the AFC South, and of course we expect. I'm going to bet on the Titans to make the playoffs this year. The only thing you have to worry about here is the defense. They lost Malcolm Butler, Dory Jackson. They bring in Janoris Jenkins, Bud Dupree, and Danico Autry. But really what I like about what they did with the defense is the coaching staff. Vrabel was running the defense last year, no help pretty much. They get the actual coordinator this year, as well as bringing in Jim Schwartz back to be a defensive assistant. So I like the coaching there a lot, as well as the offense. Obviously, everybody's talking about Julio Jones, but they also bring in Josh Reynolds, and I think Anthony Frisker breaks out this year. It's terrifying offense to go against. I mean, Henry has averaged 5.3 yards the last 2 years at 6-man box. Brown's number 1 wide receiver the last 3 years against a 7-man box, and in the last 5 years, Jones has 163 more yards than any other receiver against an 8-man box. It's going to be a tough offense to guard, and I think the defense comes through. I do like the plus money for them to win the division because I don't believe in the Colts with their additions, but they do have a good defense. So I think they got a little better pick of the litter on the schedule this year. The Titans have a tough one. They got the Chiefs, the Bills, Saints, Patriots, Steelers. But I see them getting in the playoffs. They're one of the most consistent teams in the league, believe it or not. I think 4 straight winning seasons, coming off an 11-5 year. So, yeah, you got to pay a little juice, but I do see the Titans making the playoffs again this year.
All right, Trey's looking at the Titans here to make the playoffs here at plus 144. Of course, we talk about the schedule here. It is the NFC West. It is the AFC East, but the extra game here, remember week 17, they draw New Orleans, but it is a home game.
Yeah, they're a good home team as well. They've been very good at home the past few years. Definitely a rough schedule. You know, the Chiefs and the Bills are two of the top teams in the AFC, but I mean, I think the Titans will be right there with them there. And you know, I didn't say much about Tannehill, but he doesn't get much love, but he's been damn near as good as anybody else since he's started when he took Mariota's place.
Yeah, he sure has. Once you get that stink off Miami, he looked pretty good. But they start off with 3 games here. They face Arizona at home, then they go to Seattle. That's a road trip, and you know that road trip. It's actually a Sunday to a Sunday, so it's a 6 day of rest here. But they got to go to Seattle, then they come back home and face the Colts.
Yeah, that's the big one this year. The Colts and Titans. You imagine they're going to be the top 2 of this division with the Texans. Big question mark there, and the Jaguars. You know, they do get Lawrence, but I still think they're going to be a dumpster fire. I think they'll get better, but still same old Jaguars to me. You know.
Yeah, it's going to take a while for them to get it going. All right, Trey's on Tennessee Titans to make the playoffs. Remember, there's an extra playoff team this year. Playoff at minus 144. All right, Trey, let's take a look over at Pig Dogs for him tonight. Well, we got 5 games, Major League Baseball. Of course, it is Christmas in July. What do you have going on over at the site?
I just got 1 pick for tonight in the late night game, but of course, right now you got a couple more days left on those July specials, and you're going to get, if you get on now, you're going to get some of the college football in there and some NFL preseason. So you get a month package, you're going to get that, and right now is the best time to do it, best prices.
Yeah, great prices right now. Christmas in July right now. You'll get special 3 days of Trey's best bets. He's got 3, 7, and 30-day pass up there. If you want to get his rest of MLB season pass, that's available as well. It's the Christmas in July promotion. Great reductions right now on the long-term passes, so get on board right now over at Pig Dogs Premium. You can also go with a 2-for-1 capper promotion, even extra savings when you do that. All right, Trey, as always, great having your show. Have yourself a great night, and we'll be talking soon.
All right, thank you, Tony. Have a good one.
You too. All right, we got Trey Jordan here on the drive to. We got Chris back. We gave him a break because he's got a big segment coming up. We're looking at college football season wins. I know he's been talking about season win totals. He covers several of the conferences. You can go back and look at some of those shows where he's covered that. But tonight, we're going to be looking at the SEC. So let's go ahead and put up, let's get Chris on here. We got Chris ready to roll. All right, Chris, we're looking at the Missouri, and we're looking here at the Auburn Tigers.
Yeah, exactly. We're looking at two sets of Tigers here. One's going to be a little more toothsome than the other one, I think, this year. You know, we talk about the SEC, a conference that needs no introduction. You got your Alabamas, LSUs, and Georgias. But I'm going to start with Missouri here. You know, this is largely a play that's based on scheduling. You know, out of the gate, Missouri gets Central Michigan, Southeast Missouri State, and North Texas in the non-conference portion. They also get winnable games against Boston College, South Carolina, Tennessee, and Vanderbilt. That right there is the 7 wins that we would need to get at the very worst this season a push with the win total set at 7. Now, overall, Missouri is just one of the 3 teams in the SEC with a strength of schedule outside of the top 25. A far cry from last year's situation where Missouri had 3 top 25 opponents right out of the gate. And to start the year, they had the defending champion Alabama Crimson Tide. So definitely a tough ask there. But, you know, when you consider that half of the schedule was also played against teams that were in the top 25 over the course of the season, it was always going to be a tough test for Missouri. But they're bringing back 82% of last year's team. When you get that experience and those players coming back, I like the Tigers of Missouri to go over this number. Now we go to the other Tigers. And it may be an unpopular opinion, but I don't like the direction Auburn's heading in. You know, Bo Nix, trendy Heisman pick after a stellar freshman year, took a really big step back last year, really regressed. And now, you know, in his junior year, he has to go without his 3 top receivers from last year, and Anthony Schwartz, Seth Williams, and Eli Stove. Now, the running game should be a strength for Auburn, but I'm not sure Auburn's going to be ahead in enough games to really take advantage of it. There's a new coaching staff in town that has to mesh with players on the fly, and the Auburn Tigers have the second hardest schedule in the country, only behind Arkansas, with road games at LSU, Penn State, Texas A&M, as well as home dates with Georgia and Alabama. This is an Auburn team that's playing in the hardest conference in the country, and they're going at it with a team that's average at best, in my opinion, when you compare it to past Auburn squads that had better and still only managed 7 or 8 wins. I think it's going to be a long year for War Eagle, and I'm going to go under the win total for Auburn this season.
All right, Chris is looking here at Missouri to go over 7 wins, Auburn to go under 7 wins. Of course, Auburn with that first-year head coach Harsin coming in. Mix has always been, accuracy has always been his issue. And, of course, new coach means for that returning starter here under center, maybe a little pressure, looking over your shoulders. The recruits, he's trying to get his guy. We don't really talk that too much about this in college football when there's a head coach replacement, especially for a quarterback who's underperformed. His job, he's now on the hot seat because the coaching staff may be looking for their own guy to come in next year.
Yeah, exactly. And, it's escaping me right now. I believe Brian Harsin was at UCF last year. So he had, if I'm pretty sure that was the case, he would have had the benefit of, having Mackenzie Milton a couple years ago. And last year, again, the quarterback's name is escaping me, but he just had the benefit of a high-powered offense, and now he's going into a situation where a lot of it's been centered around Auburn's defense and pounding the football. And Bo Nix was not a quarterback that I was very high on, even in his freshman year when he had the great season. And then he sort of proved me right in his sophomore campaign. Again, I just don't think that we're going to see very much from Auburn this year, and I think it's going to start and have a lot to do with Bo Nix.
No, Nix, and of course, keep an eye on that road game at Penn State. Penn State coming off a really bad game. Franklin had a tough time with that, the COVID situations, and he had some situations there. So Chris is going Missouri over 7 wins, Auburn under 7 wins. His SEC win totals picks here on the show. All right, Chris, let's take a look over at Pig Dogs Premium. Well, tonight, 5 games in prime time for Major League Baseball. Of course, we've also have Christmas in July. We're seeing you a nice positive return here the past 7 days. What do you have going on over at Pig Dogs Premium?
We're going for a 3rd straight sweep. Got the Cincinnati Reds coming in earlier this afternoon. Got my X marks the spot play. We're going to find the buried treasure tonight. That's my favorite play on the board for the evening. As well as Tony mentioned, we got Christmas in July. You only got a couple more days to take advantage of that. Got a slash prices on my 3-day, 7-day. The month is only $169.95, marked down from $299, and the year down to $975 a month. And like we always say, you're going to get full seasons in there: NFL, NBA, college hoops, where I finished number 2 last year, college football, NFL, NHL, the whole gambit. You're going to get it all for one fantastic price. It's one of those things where you can't afford to not take advantage of it if it's within your means. As well as, the 2-for-1 capper deal. Pair me up with Tony, get the host duo with Rod, the OG Puck Dogs. You can get me with James, Big Al, anyone that you see on the show or on the website for that matter. Pair us up. I've still got the season passes up there. My Christmas in July for the season passes. You get the NFL. You're going to get the college football season absolutely free as well. $5.50 up there for the combo pass. Guys, go there and check it out. I can promise you, the money that you're going to save is going to be a lot less than the money that you're going to win when we work together.
That's right, guys. Get on board here with Christopher over at Pig Dogs Premium. He has his Thursday marks the spot play right now. X marks the spot. His best play for Major League Baseball tonight. And take those winnings, go long-term with Chris. He has the long-term passes, so 3, 7, and 30-day all sports passes. And, of course, as Chris said, if this is within your budget, it's a really low price for the 1-year pass. That would be every play from the NFL season this year, every play from college football, college basketball, NBA, NHL. Of course, parts of this season and next season from MLB. 1-year pass, your best value over at Pig Dogs Premium. At a second capper with 2-for-1 promotion, save even more money. All right, let's continue on here on the drive-thru with Chris. Guys, remember, at the end of the show, we'll do a complete recap. So if you miss any plays, stay tuned for that. And, of course, keep those likes, those thumbs up coming in. We greatly appreciate it. All right, now it's time to welcome James Clark, fresh off a nice hit with his player prop from yesterday with his home run prop. We're going to try it again tonight. Let's go ahead and welcome in James Clark here to the drive-thru. You'll find him over at Pig Dogs Premium, coming off a really good NBA season. James, what's happening?
Pretty good, guys. How are y'all today?
It's going great. It's going great. All right, let's do it again, James. Home run prop.
Yeah, guys, as you know, yesterday I said I hit 6 out of 8. Well, now I'm 7 for 9. I'm going again with player props, and I look at these guys, not by guys got 30 or 40 home runs, and I look at like who they play, how many home runs they've had against this team. Do they get up for this team? Do they like to play? Do they have more home runs against this team or not? And this guy right here that I'm going with, Trey Mancini, he's been hot. He's hit 3 home runs in his last 10 games. And I like for him to hit us another home run tonight. It's a plus 370. That's what one of the books that I usually got 370. Shop around. I've seen it 380, 400. So shop around and get the best value, and let's catch his ticket tonight when Trey hits us a home run.
All right, he's on. James Clark here is on Trey Mancini to hit a home run plus 370. Chris, what are your thoughts?
I can't disagree. I mean, Mancini's been one of the feel-good stories of the year so far. I'm just trying to find I had my own home run prop for tonight, and I'm not. I was trying to see if I can find it here. Give me a second. I'm trying to find it here. But I was going to take Teoscar Hernandez to hit a home run. And just because you look at his career numbers against Eduardo Rodriguez, 7 of 17 with 4 extra base hits, 3 home runs. But I think you can get value with both Mancini and Hernandez tonight.
All right, Mancini hit a home run at plus 370 from James Clark. All right, James, let's take a look over at Pig Dogs Premium tonight. 5 games in the prime time. Of course, it is Christmas in July. What do you have going on over at Pig Dogs Premium?
Well, guys, I do. When I usually have picks, mine's in the evening. Usually on day shift. I like to watch the evening games. But anyways, I got 3 games tonight. I got a 3-pack going on. 3 of the best picks in the MLB that I really love. Go grab in. After we go 3-0, upgrade to the 3, 7, 30 good day, guys. Guys, I dropped my prices again today just a little bit, just because we're running out of days. And people need to take advantage of this. Like we said, we only do this once a year. I dropped my yearly price down to $900. My 3-day, my 7-day, I dropped every one of them. My 3-day down to $60. My 7-day to $100. So guys, go take advantage of that, and or team me up with any of these other guys that's on the show, or it's not on the show, any of them. Like I say, every time we get on here, we got the best cappers in the world, and we do. So team me up with one of them, and let's put some money in your pockets.
Yeah, let's put some money in your pockets with James Clark coming off a fantastic NBA season. We finished number 2 at Document on the site. Right now he has his 3-pack MLB money stack at the site. Get his top 3 plays from Major League Baseball. Or if you'd like to do this, take those winnings and go long-term. With Christmas in July, James has reduced his 3, 7, and 30 All-Sports pass right now over at the site, as well as his 1-year pass. And that, again, I think that's the best value there over at Pig Dogs Premium. With this, if it's in your budget, go with the 1-year plan right now. 1-year pass, every play from James for 1 year, covering all plays from the NFL, college football, the NBA, college basketball, NHL for the season. You'll get parts of this season in MLB, parts of next season in MLB. 1-year plan right now, reduced for Christmas in July. Get on board with James Clark over at Pig Dogs Premium. All right, James, as always, great having you show. Continue that success, and we'll talk a little bit later in the recap.
All right, Tony, I appreciate you having me on the show, buddy. And if you need me more, you know where I'm at. If not, I'll see you here in a few minutes.
Yeah, got you there. All right, let's continue on here on the drive. That was James Clark. So bring it in with here with Chris. All right, Chris, now we're ready to continue on with the show. Now it's time for my play tonight. We're going to go into this game, late night game between the Angels and Athletics. Athletics about $1.33. Total sits here at 9. And my pick on this one is going to be on the Oakland Athletics here at minus 133. We got notice here. It was Madden who confirmed that Dylan Bundy will get the start. Remember, Cobb is dealing with a finger issue, so he's not going. It's going to be Dylan Bundy, and Dylan Bundy has just been a mess this year. He's been moved to the bullpen, hasn't seen much work in the bullpen. His ERA is approaching 7, whip of 1.41. He pretty much has just been hammered out there. And of course, when you look at the A side, we're going with Frankie Montaz. He's allowed 2 earned runs or fewer in 7 of his past 10 games. In 2 starts against the Angels this year, Montaz has allowed 2 earned runs in 12 2/3 innings of work. This is a huge step up in class here for the Angels after they faced the Twins and Rockies in back-to-back series. So again, the Angels bullpen right now, poor form. Look at their past 10 games. ERA approaching 7, whip of 2.07. Teams hitting 362 on this bullpen. And with Bundy in the lineup, that bullpen for the Angels will be in there early. So I'm going to go ahead and take the Athletics here. They've won 9 of 12 against the Angels this year. The play here is on Oakland, Chris, at minus 133.
Troy, I know we've talked about this before, but if I was single, which I'm not, sorry, ladies, but and I had one of those dating profiles, I'd say my interests are long walks on the beach, sunsets, and betting against Dylan Bundy because he's been absolutely terrible this season. And I can't disagree with any of what you just said. You know, he's been a dumpster fire. There's a reason he's been moved to the bullpen, and it's a farce that he's actually back in the lineup. I get it that they probably don't have a choice, but you could probably find someone better than Dylan Bundy. And Oakland just playing the better baseball. And the fact that we're only laying $133 even on the road to fade Dylan Bundy, I'll take it all day.
All right, coming here on Oakland minus 133 against the Angels. And this one has a start time of 9:38 Eastern time over on MLB Extra News Channel. Hey guys, check out Pick Dogs. I have my best play tonight from Major League Baseball. Get on board with that. I'm also part of the Christmas in July promotion for my long-term passes, my 3, 7, and 30 sports pass. I also have a 1-year pass up there. Christmas in July right now over at Pick Dogs. Premium pay my profile page a visit. Make a purchase for one of those long-term passes. All right, let's continue on here on the drive-thru. Now it's time for the show recap. James Clark will join us here to recap every play from tonight's show. We start here with the Alex Smart. He says Orioles Tigers over 10. Al McMorty Brewers minus 181 against the Pirates. Tony Brown Padres run line minus 1.5 runs, minus 134 against the Rockies. Shane was on Blue Jays Red Sox under 10.5. Trey says Tennessee Titans to make the playoffs minus 144. Chris here with the SEC win totals. Missouri over 7 wins. Auburn under 7 wins. James Clark, Trey Mancini to hit a home run, plus 370 return. Yours truly, Oakland Athletics, minus 133 against the Angels. We'll start with Chris. Other than your pick, which one do you like the best?
Tony, I got to agree with you. I like the Oakland A's, and like I said, I like betting against Dylan Bundy, so give me the A's in this one.
He's going with the A's. All right, let's go ahead with James. James, other than your pick, which one do you like the best?
I like Alex's pick with the Orioles and Tigers over 10 runs. You know, both of these teams, you know, they can score a lot of runs, and with the pitchers they got on the mound tonight, I look for them to do it again tonight. So that's the pick I like.
I'm going to go here, boy. Tigers bullpen got crushed yesterday, although they held on to win, but man, it was a sweat job at the end of that game. That 9th inning was crazy. We're going to go, I'll agree here with the Orioles Tigers over the total of 10 runs. All right, that'll do it for this edition of the drive-thru, guys. Tune in tomorrow at 8 p.m. Eastern time. We'll have a full book of 8 cappers on the show, giving out live free sports picks for the games in prime time. Don't forget, it all gets started with the morning show every day, 10 a.m. Eastern time. Mitch, Ron Sawacki, Brian Bittler, and of course, don't forget about those YouTube membership VIP shows. Great value. Follow the link below and get signed up. Let's bring in the crew for tonight. Wave off. Good night. Have a good night, everyone. We'll talk to you guys tomorrow live, 6 Eastern.